Yeah.
Hello?
Yo.
What's up? Welcome to the Triple Crown Podcast.
It's your boy, okay?
I'm Cameron.
Nate Dog.
Hey, dog.
All right.
We're going to be going to the 299.
299.
Big Dog already shook it.
Nah, I butchered that. UFC 299 main card.
Whole card. Damn
Whole
it.
card.
All right.
I think we got to restart.
Yeah, I butchered the 299.
Restart. Check.
All right.
What's going on? It's your boy, okay, from Triple Crown Podcast. We on episode number 2. Talking about UFC 299 whole card predictions and all that fun stuff. Here we go.
All right.
What fight we starting with?
Joanne Wood versus Marina Moraz. It's a bitch fight. So basically, don't tune in until after that fight is done with.
Well, I got...
Wood is 38. Moraz is 32. Probably butchering that bitch's name.
Yeah, I mean, I got Joanne Wood. I mean, she averages 1.57 takedowns per fight, so that's why I think she's gonna pull it out.
What's Moraz? Does there takedown defense on there?
Nah, I don't see nothing.
What's the odds? Who's the favorite?
Moros. I don't know who she is, but she's minus 195. I like the underdog in this fight.
I'm gonna pull up the FanDuel real quick.
But you know it's gonna be a bad fight. That's why they fighting first.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna give a pick. Typical snooze fest.
It's going to decision. That's the bit.
I mean, she's 38, so she's got the experience. I like the experienced fighter.
38-year-old the underdog?
Yep. The other one looks better, though. So
Moros minus 188 on FanDuel. To go the distance, they don't have that yet. Oh yeah. I forgot that shit was even next weekend until you texted me about it.
What's I saying? I figured this weekend, but I was like,
I don't even. Frozen Strike's fighting this weekend.
what? He ain't really much of a car, but goes this time now. What's this shit?
All right, next one. CJ Vergara versus Asu Almabayev. Probably fucking that up again. CJ's 32. Asu is 30. Hell of a name on him.
What's the? I don't see that one on here, but.
What did I say? Asu? Oh, here it is.
I like the name, so I'll
Asu,
go with him.
the Russian, I guess, is minus 390, so I'll take him.
I was about to say Russians always win, so I'll go with the Russian.
He's
On that
already
one.
30.
What's he making his debut or something?
Let's see here. Asu. Yeah, this thing is fucking ancient. He beat O'Day Osborne by sub in round 2. I think Osborne's pretty decent.
I like him by KO.
I think he's a fucking grappler, eh?
my lock of the Saturday night card is Asu by KO.
Lock of the night already.
What's your pick? Who you got winning?
The Russian.
What's his name?
No shot.
Ass you.
Ask you.
Asu by KO. Lock of the
University
night.
ass. Yeah. Vergara's 32, 12-4-1, and Assu's 18-2.
Ooh.
I'll take Assu by sub. Round 1.
Twisted Tea good.
All right.
Always.
Robellis Despain versus Josh Parisian. I was looking up this Robellis guy. That's his name, right? Yeah. He's got the longest reach in UFC history. He's got
He's 6'7".
yeah, he's got I
That
think
dude's
an
a
80,
maniac.
87 or 89 inch reach. He's 35 and he's only 4-0, but they're probably just tossing him a fucking cupcake and he'll probably knock him out.
Well,
in
it's
the
a
first round.
UFC debut, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fuck him up. He's
a
minus
kickboxer.
425.
And this Josh Parisian is 15-7, so he'll probably fucking lay his ass out. Especially with the fucking longest reach. I mean,
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
Robellis is 35. Parisian is 34. I don't have height on here. Does it say height on ESPN?
Yeah, Robellis
said-
is 6'7"
Yeah.
and
Parisian, yeah, go ahead.
6'4".
6'4".
Did you get the weight?
Is the reach on there?
Yeah, reaches 87
Yeah, so he's
to
got
79.
he's got 8 inches on another heavyweight.
Yeah, it's tough.
Pause. All right. We got old fucking Salt Bay. Michael Pereira, the backflip guy, versus, I'll call him Michael O, if anybody wants to read that name. Give it a shot.
Olsishiju.
Yeah. Michael O.
What's Pereira's odds? Who's the favorite?
Minus 150.
Oh, yeah, I didn't look at Robellis.
But, Michael Pereira, he's just one of them flashy guys. I always got to root for the flashy guy.
And on the last one, Robellis is a minus 440. But this Michael Pereira or Michel Pereira is a minus 156. Michael Lowe is 29. Reach is only 1 inch difference. I mean, backflips is
Michael
tougher.
Pereira in this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I think I seen something that his fucking cardio got better because he was just burning out on those backflips, I guess.
I mean, I think he just got to stop doing that crazy shit so he can get a win back.
A little bit of crazy shit, a little bit of fucking real fighting because the crazy shit, they don't know what the fuck.
He don't, cause, I mean, it's cool seeing it, but he don't really ever land the shit, to be honest.
Yeah. Like backflipping on that guy's stomach on that one fight. And that's the end of the early prelims.
Well, what about the Felipe Lins versus Ian Katuba?
Felipe Limbs.
Oh, that must have been replaced, I guess.
Yeah, one did get canceled. Let me
I guess
see.
it was that one then.
I got the one canceled is Lauren Murphy versus Katrine Silva.
Okay.
What'd you say, Limbs?
Yeah, this one right here. It says Felipe Lins versus.
Oh, Ion Cutabella.
Yeah.
Cutelaba.
All right, we'll skip that one. I guess that one got replaced.
What are you on, ESPN?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just on the Google shit, so you could be right.
We'll just get. Well,
Yeah, might as well just go over it.
all right. We'll just do.
That Kudalaba guy is a fucking madman, but I don't know anything about the limbs guy.
Well, yeah. This one don't even have the odds, so I mean, it's probably not even on there. Is that on FanDuel?
Kudalaba versus Limbs, you said?
Yeah.
Felipe Limbs, right?
Yeah. If it's not on there, then it's probably not even right.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Alright, then let's go to regular prelims then.
Alright, regular prelims starts with Pedro Munoz versus Kyler Phillips.
Alright.
And one of our co-hosts is walking off set.
It's alright, he's just getting a twisted tea.
So, Pedro Munoz versus Kyler Phillips. The best win Munoz has is when Sean O'Malley poked him in the eye, so he thinks he won. And Kyler Phillips, he's 11-2.
Oh, and he's young too. Okay, I thought he was old. Oh, he's got a 7-inch reach advantage.
Yeah, I think he's a decent little prospect. I've seen him fight. Let me see his past fights real quick. He's been in since 2020. Kyler the Matrix Phillips.
2.8 takedowns per fight, 46 accuracy.
His last win was Rayoni Barcelos by decision. He hasn't really fought anybody, so it looks like it's a pretty big jump.
Yeah.
Oh, he beat Song Yadong in 2021.
Oh, that's a good fight.
Yeah.
Who y'all got?
Got
I'll
Big
take-
Pedro.
I'll take
the underdog.
Oh,
Is he the underdog?
Yeah, it's plus 190. I think I got Phillips too.
Yeah,
Going with the
Phillips,
prospect.
Yeah, I think.
Because Munoz on his way out.
Yeah,
But
he's 37, I think.
Dang.
And he's probably just trying to get past the gatekeeper to get ranked. I don't know what his rank is, but just a name to beat, probably. So I'll go Phillips. 135. Goddamn, 72-inch reach is pretty fucking good for 135 division. I
yeah,
don't know. Pedro Munoz has pretty good footwork.
I feel like he's just going to take him down. But who knows? I mean, but he does have the experience, so. Never know.
All right, we got Mateusz Gamrot versus RDA. RDA is 39, Gamrot is 33. I'm sure Gamrot is a decent little favorite, I'd imagine. Let me check.
Who, Gamrot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
he's-
minus 310 on FanDuel.
He's minus 380 on ESPN, or 360.
Yeah, I think they're probably just going to toss him a name. RDA's, that's about all he's got left is this fucking name.
I feel like it's going to be a little wrestling match.
Gamrot, his last fight, he beat Rafael Fiziev, so he's legit. And he beat Jalen Turner, which fucking Jalen Turner has a crazy fucking build for 55 division.
But right now, I feel like I'm going to go with. Whoa, RDA is 171 to 156.
You're saying he fights at 170, you said? Or that's what his wage is listed as?
His weights list is 171 to 156. So Gamrot's 20
So-
pounds lighter.
Yeah, it says they're fighting at lightweight, so he'll be fighting at 55.
So he walks around heavier than him. So, you know what? I'm going with the underdog here. RDA.
It's
Like saying his name.
I mean, if
Yeah,
he can
that's
take
true.
him down, RDA's jiu-jitsu is like fucking top tier. But
I know Gamrot, he gets 4 takedowns per fight.
yeah, Gamrot is decent everywhere.
But didn't he get
Good
knocked out
everywhere.
last fight?
No, his last 2 fights he beat Rafael Fiziev and Jalen Turner, which are both, I'd say,
Yeah.
I'd take both of them over RDA.
He KO'd Fiziev, huh?
Yeah, I'll take Gamrot by decision. Or if depending on what the odds are, I'd probably do that double chance. So Gamrot by KO or decision.
Oh, and RDA lost to Fiziev.
Yeah. RDA, same thing as Pedro Munoz. He's on his way out.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't have. He might have. I don't know, 3 left in him. Actually, let me look at his recent fights, because he could fucking dip out. If there's any hardcore UFC fans watching, they're probably cringing so hard right now. God damn, he's been in the UFC since 2014. His last fight, he fought at 170 against Vicente Luque, and it went to a decision.
I'm going for the underdog here. I like RDA.
Well, we got one loser right now.
I think I'm going to roll with Big Nate. Gamrot by decision.
Yeah.
Maybe a grappling match.
Also, the odds are so heavy on Gamrot's side that might just fucking add that into a parlay or something. It's not even worth betting unless the double chance has decent odds, but I doubt it.
I like RDA by submission.
It's not a terrible bet. Good
Because,
value.
like, he got some jiu-jitsu, so he might throw something up and catch him.
Yeah. All right, next one we got Caitlin Chukagian versus Macy Barber. And this is when you run to the gas station and get some more brewskis right before the main card starts.
We all know who's going to win this one.
Macy Barber is only 25 years old. Chukagian is 35, but Chukagian is 4 inches taller and only 3-inch reach advantage. But she is a lanky woman. Macy Barber is minus 196. Chukagian plus 152 on FanDuel. I think Macy Barber is the better wrestler. So if Macy Barber can take her down, which does it have takedown percentage on there?
Takedown accuracy is 35.7, and the takedown average is 1.1 per fight.
For Barber?
Yep.
Her last fight, she beat Amanda Ribas by KO in round 2.
So that was Macy Barber?
Yep. And then, so her 2 fights last year, decision win versus Andrea Lee and a KO versus Amanda Ribas. And Chukagian.
The only way I see if whatever name wins is if she KOs her. And I don't think she has a single KO, does she?
So Chukagian's fought 3 times last year.
She does. She does
beat
too.
Manon Fiorot by decision, Amanda Ribas by decision, and Jennifer. Oh, I'm sorry. She lost to that Manon lady. Beat Ribas, beat Jennifer Maya. So they both beat Amanda Ribas. But I don't know. This is going to be a decision, I think. You said she only averages 1.5 takedowns?
1.1.
Okay. So I was off on that. So basically, it seems like they're going to stand and bang until a decision. And
Pause.
basically a snooze fest. Chukagian Barbers almost minus 200. I don't know. When in doubt, take the fucking favorite.
If they're going to do that, I don't want to miss that fight.
It's going to be electric. They're definitely not getting fight of the night. All right, last prelim. Oh, shit. He's about to burst. Last prelim of the night. Curtis Blades versus Gilton Almeida. 2 fucking heavyweight wrestlers. This is going to be a fucking shit show. Curtis Blades, I mean, every time. I think Gilton Almeida has climbed up the ranks pretty fucking fast. He fought somewhat recently.
Didn't he fight Derek Lewis?
Yeah,
That's who it
he
was.
fought Derek Lewis in November, and I mean,
Just sat there and wrestled.
Almeida's
Laid
a
on top of
wrestler,
him.
so.
Yeah.
As I should say. There wasn't much wrestling. It was just sitting.
So this fight was supposed to happen before Blades versus Almeida, and
So
I guess
this is a
Blades dropped
toss-up.
out and Lewis stepped in. But I feel like Almeida's pretty high up there in rankings, and I feel like every time Curtis Blades is about to get into like the title fight conversation, he just fucks it up. So
It's classic Curtis right there.
I'll take old Almeida. Curtis Blades is 1 year older. He's 33. 1 inch in height. Curtis Blades has a 1 inch height advantage. But I think Almeida's the smaller guy.
He just might be
As
my
far as
least
weight.
favorite fighter, to be honest.
So-
Blades.
Blades.
Yeah.
Like, just the way he fights.
Almeida's a minus 120,
Good
and
one.
Blades is a minus 106. So
Yeah.
it's basically a pick 'em, but I'm going to take Almeida.
I'm going to go Almeida by submission.
Actually,
I'll take Almeida.
Almeida by laying on him.
Yeah, I was going to say Almeida.
I don't even know if he
Is-
can do a submission.
Actually, I only seen the
I'll be right
Derek Lewis one. Let me pause in the action. So Almeida is okay. So his last 2 wins are against Derek Lewis and Jairzinho Rosenstrike, which both of them can't wrestle for fuck. And then before that, he had 2 canceled fights and beat Anton Turkaj. Never heard of him. And then in 2021, canceled fight. So I don't know. I think it's a big step up. He's never faced a wrestler, so they'll probably see what he can do against a legit wrestler. And then you wanna? I'll pull up the rankings real quick. I want to see if there's. I mean, though these two
Well-
are so fucking boring. I think even if one,
Was he ranked now, Almeida?
yeah, he's up there.
Because
after
he
that
just
Lewis
beat,
fight.
yeah. He's 20-2, so he's got to be up there.
He's only had 3 fights, I believe, in the UFC. Is what it
And
said.
Blades just lost, didn't he?
I mean, Blades is fucking win lose. I feel like.
Well, the only person I hate worse than him is who's the dude who dyed his hair blonde? That wrestler who what's his name?
So, who?
That blonde wrestler that I thought Darren Till was gonna beat.
Oh, Derek Brunson?
Yeah. Friggin'.
Brunson, I think he either retired or he's fighting somewhere else.
Dude,
He's in Bellator now.
Yeah, Bellator or PFL.
because then the next fight he fought, I bet on Brunson, and then he got his ass knocked out.
So Blades' last fight was against Sergey Pavlovich, and I mean he's a fucking dog. He's beaten everybody besides Aspinall and John Jones. And then Curtis Blades beat Tom Aspinall. Remember, Aspinall had that knee injury. That was only 15 seconds. So,
Dude, a dog now.
and then he beat Chris Dawkins. I know you're a big fan of Big Chris Dawkins.
Dude, remember that time then he won us a bunch of money?
Yeah.
And then after that, he freaking...
Pretty
Got
sure
knocked
put
the fuck out.
$300 on him when he told me that.
Oh, Curtis Blades actually knocked out Big Dawkins. That might have been the guy.
Yeah, I think I bet on him that time, too, or something. But
yeah,
he
it's-
was fighting that Russian dude or something, and then, like, he got wobbled or something, and I was like... And the next round, he knocked him out or something.
All right, so
Pretty
let's
sure he's
see.
out of the UFC now. Pretty sure.
He lost like 3 fights in a row after we bet on him that
He
time.
kicked his ass out.
Yeah, I think he went back
That
to
Philly
being a
cop.
Yeah. All right, so heavyweight. We got Curtis Blades is at number 5. Almeida's at number 7. So I mean, either way, I don't think either of these guys are fighting for the title because Aspinall. I think Aspinall is still waiting for John Jones. No, Stipe and John Jones are supposed to fight. I think Aspinall tried to fight Stipe, but Stipe, I think, just wants John Jones and then retire.
Well, I seen John Jones and Francis were at that Bellator thing, and John Jones was like, I can beat Francis, Stipe, and Tom Aspinall. And then Francis called him fat or something.
He did look fat as shit, though. I think that's like the all-time greatest fight is to see Francis and John
Dude,
Jones
that would be
fight.
so...
Yeah.
Dana just, like, because
Unfortunately,
they're
that's
both
never
with
happening.
ESPN, they should just make that fight happen. That would get so much, like...
Could have been UFC 300.
Yeah, but
Dude,
Francis is
that
going to
would be
make so much more money fighting against all these boxers than he
Yeah.
is against John Jones.
For
He's
real.
already he's fighting Anthony Joshua already.
Well, isn't Bellator and UFC both with ESPN?
At Bellator and PFL, I'm pretty sure merged.
Yeah, so PFL is
But they're both with, like, signed with ESPN, so they could, like... kinda-
Bellator isn't, but PFL is. But now since they joined, I don't really know what's happening. I'm pretty sure it either just happened or it's coming up. They have like a pay-per-view of Bellator versus. Actually, I believe it already happened.
But after Francis fights Anthony Joshua, he said he's going back to MMA afterwards. Not UFC, but
yeah.
being in a cage.
Well, that dude, like, did you see that big Bellator card? Like, the dude who won at the very top, he's fighting Francis.
Who, Johnny Eblin?
I don't know his name, but he's huge. He just knocked out that the champion in, like the first round or something.
Yeah, well, I heard on a different podcast that Ngannou's not going to fight MMA ever again. Because especially if unless it was a fluky fight with Fury, which I don't think it was. I think Ngannou's just legit. If he can keep it even or beat Anthony Joshua, then everybody's going to want to fight him because he's got a bigger name than anybody in heavyweight boxing besides Joshua and Fury and Usyk.
Well, it's like three times the money or more, right? Why would he?
And plus, yeah, the Saudis are paying him to fight in boxing, and they got fucking endless money.
It's basically like Conor, but like he's like a better boxer than Conor, really.
Yeah. And honestly, if Francis does fight in PFL or Bellator or whatever, the merger or whatever, I mean, they could fucking go bankrupt paying his ass because, I mean, they don't fucking make any money compared to the UFC. And I know he's probably, after going to boxing and making all that damn money, he's probably gonna want at least like 10 million to fight MMA, but he's probably making 50 plus in boxing.
Well, to be honest, UFC should just pay him, bro. Like,
I know that UFC will never do this, but they should do PFL versus
I agree.
UFC.
Yeah.
You're telling me
Dude,
you can't
that
tell
card-
me that shit would not be a total
Dude.
banger from top to bottom.
The amount of
I
pay-per-view
think
that
UFC
card would
fucking
get.
wipes the card.
And whoever wins, like total matches, say, gets the bag. You couldn't
Yeah.
tell me people wouldn't be busting
Dude, that
their
card
ass
would be
for that.
fucking lit.
But
Dude, the main
oh,
card, John Jones versus Uganu.
yeah.
The champ,
dude.
like the champs from both fucking,
Yes.
like, each division, the champ. Dude, that would be fucking fire.
Well, Uncle Dana ain't gonna give him the fucking.
No,
he doesn't want to have.
He doesn't
want
want
to
to give
do
the.
with them. He doesn't want to give
the
any
the
bit.
views to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it makes sense because it's like
But-
AAA versus.
But like, if he made a deal where like UFC got like 70% of the money of that, dude, he'd make so much money from
Maybe
that
if the
shit.
Saudis gave him the bag.
Dude,
I think
it's
that's the
fucking-
deal with the PFL. That's why they're getting so much money. Is the old Saudis are investing. But that Johnny Eblen guy I was just telling you about, he is the champ in, I guess I'll just call it Bellator. But he just fought. You remember his name? I believe is Impa Kasanganai or something. I believe that's the guy who got fucking like cartoon kicked. You remember that fight like 2 years ago
Yeah.
by Joaquin Buckley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He fought that Eblen guy, and Eblen's the champion in that shit. And I guess it was a close fight. Like, you'd think Eblen would fucking kill him because that Kasanganai, he got cut by the UFC. He's not even fucking ranked.
Well, the Bellator, it was like called Bellator Champs card or something. It was before who fought.
No, I seen Logan go like, when I was talking, I knew he wanted to laugh so bad.
Bro,
But so
You were in
what
that
fight
shit,
are we
bro.
on?
I don't know. We're on the main card now, right?
We were on
We're on the
Curtis
main card.
Blades.
We finished Curtis.
Oh
Blades.
yeah, what I want to say about Curtis Blades is they're 5-7, and that division is tied up unless John Jones fights Aspinall. So, and they're too boring. I don't think they're gonna let them fight the champ unless somebody does something crazy. But yeah, main card.
All right. Hold on.
I'm taking Almeida, by the way. Did we already say that?
Yeah.
I said Almeida by submission.
Actually, you could probably run to the gas station in the Chukagian versus Barber, and then the Blades Almeida, and then come back for the main card. I'm sure we'll be asleep by then. Did y'all already eat?
Earlier, smacked up. Had a little work thing. About 4 sandwiches from Panera Bread.
Did you already eat, Cam? Or is
Nah,
she making you something?
I'm on a diet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just started 2 days ago. But broke it because.
Bro, who starts a diet on a freaking Wednesday?
No,
That's the main
I mean,
question.
I started Monday.
Just bit his ear.
What I like to do right before the diet is fucking eat out for like a good 3 or 4 days straight and then start the diet. Get my money's worth and then fucking get on it. God damn, you tall bastard. I can't even hit my head on that shit. That's how short I am.
No, I was supposed to be drinking all water, but.
I just fucking burped hella in the mic.
But it's like grilled chicken and like that type of shit, asparagus, and that type of shit.
I gotta be damned if I see you eating asparagus. That's a fucking rare scene.
What?
Thought you were more of a kind of.
Out of everything that you're picky about, you like asparagus?
Yeah, it's pretty fire. You don't like asparagus?
I mean, asparagus is good, but I just don't eat it simply because your piss smells like asparagus for like 2 days.
I mean, it's better than green beans and shit like that.
I don't fucking eat vegetables, dog.
I like good brock.
Broccoli's pretty good.
Like it steamed.
Nah, he eats it cold right off the fucking
Hell
head.
no. Yeah, it's good steamed. All right.
What's the main card?
Peter Yan versus Song Yudong.
Peter Yan. This is his comeback fight.
Peter Yan is fucked. Song Yudong's on the rise.
This is his comeback fight. Song Yudong lost. He beat
Song Yudong's
Korean Zombie. Who did the Korean Zombie fight last?
So Song Yudong, his last 2 fights, he beat Chris
Oof.
Gutierrez, who was like super promising, and people were saying he could be like top of the division. And then he knocked out Ricky Simone, which that's an all right win. And then the fight before that, Corey Sandhagen beat him by knockout in round 4. Sandhagen's just different. And then Song Yudong knocked out Marlon Moraes.
Peter Yan lost 3 of his last 4.
But also, you got to look. Peter Yan probably has the craziest resume of his last, 5 or 6 fights.
That's like the fucking craziest shit. Peter Yan, how he was beating Sterling that whole fight, and then got DQ'd, and then just
And that just changed
the
his
wheels
life.
fell off. Yeah.
Well, then he beat Sean O'Malley, but
That's cap.
we know how that goes when you're a fan.
He got fucked up on the feet. He got a few takedowns.
Yeah,
but
just take the picture of Peter Yan, pop it up, editor. Pop up Peter Yan after the fight,
when his face is like blood coming down his face.
and then pop up Sean O'Malley after the fight, and that's your winner.
round 3 damage. Lost the first 2 rounds.
No, we did not. He won the second. I'll give Peter Yan the second round. That's it.
Okay.
So Peter Yan,
I'll give Song Yudong the fight.
Read out his last 5 fights though. I mean that's quite the
last fight for Peter Yan, Marab. He's a dog,
Crazy.
of course.
Marab's future champ. I'll give him that.
He lost
Unless he runs
to
to O'Malley. But
Sterling by decision. He lost to
Dog.
O'Malley by
Dog.
decision,
dog.
and
Debatable, but dog.
he beat Corey Sandhagen,
Cringe.
and then he got DQ'd in the championship fight.
by the
Yeah.
way, he should have lost to Sandhagen.
So DQ
How do you beat Sandhagen?
decision. Let me pull up the numbers real
Well,
quick.
Sandhagen doesn't beat good fighters. So.
So Sandhagen outstruck him by 14. Jan did have a knockdown, and then Sandhagen had 1 takedown. Jan had 0. So it was a close ass fight.
So,
I don't remember that fight.
Which I gave it to Sandhagen, but it's fine. So he should have lost his last 5 fights. He should be out of the UFC, to be honest.
Yeah, he's lost his last 3. I mean, I think he's still decently ranked, so he's not out of the UFC, but he's going to, if he loses to Song Yudong, he's going to have to drop.
If
weight
I
out.
was the UFC commissioner, he would be out of the UFC.
It's so ridiculous.
What is that, bantamweight, right? So Peter Yan is still ranked at 4.
So let's say he loses his fight. Is he going to still be in the UFC?
He'll still be in the
Yes,
UFC.
he's ranked
okay.
4. It will be a 4-fight skid,
He'll be in the.
How
he'll
is
be in
he?
the
How is he
prelims.
ranked 4 when he lost 3 fights in a row?
but he has fought the best
I mean,
of the
yeah,
best.
he's fought fucking
He's-
pure dogs.
Yeah, Marab, Sterling, and O'Malley. I mean, that's the top.
I mean, yeah.
Speaking of fighters still in the UFC, how the fuck is Tony Ferguson still in the UFC?
Yeah, I mean, it's just brutal at this
you
point.
see, he said he doesn't want to retire.
Yeah, you seen Brock Lesnar called him up. I guess they're like good friends. Brock Lesnar called him up. Was like, "Yeah, you gotta hang it up, big dog." He said,
mean-
"Nah, I'm not retiring." I'm like, "God damn."
His legacy, I mean, that's totally
That dude-
tortured now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still
What do you
still
lose,
gonna
7
be.
in a row or something?
I mean, at least 5.
I mean,
for
this
sure.
is just Cowboy Cerrone 2.0.
Yeah, just a fucking.
From about to fight Khabib, and they thought he was going to beat Khabib, to like losing every fight.
He's
after
probably
that.
the best 155er that never won a championship.
Was he? ever given the opportunity to fight for?
Well, he tried to
he was
fight-
interim, right?
I believe so. He tried
and
to
then-
fight Khabib like 3 times,
remember that. I was
and
like,
Then Khabib got stuck in Russia, and then Tony broke his leg, and then
yeah, they say ever since he fucking. So apparently, backstage at one of the UFC events, he tripped over fucking camera. He tripped over camera wires and blew his fucking knee apart. Like tore the fuck out of it. And ever since then, he's fucking lost every fight.
I mean, if
well,
he
and
can't
then
even-
and then he was like kicking a pole like for practice or some shit.
Yeah, he's a
and then like
fucking
snapped his
psycho.
leg in half or some shit.
That's and the fucking whole David Goggins shit, and he still lost. So it's time to fucking.
Bro can't even beat fucking cable cords, let alone Khabib.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
Well, and then he was saying like Khabib was scared to fight him because he was like stuck in Russia or some shit. Like,
Well, at the time, everybody was thinking, "Holy shit, Tony Ferguson's the only guy who could probably
yeah,
beat
because he
Khabib.
could do a bunch of submissions and shit. But then
And
after,
then- yeah.
then he like broke his leg, and then he lost like 9 fights in a row or
Yeah,
some shit.
and I think before that, I want to say he won like 9 or 12 in a row.
Yeah,
like,
he
was
beat like
killing
Anthony
everybody.
Pettis and like a bunch of people. Like Anthony Pettis, in his
Cowboy, he beat Cowboy when he was still pretty decent.
prime. Yeah, he beat Prime Pettis. He beat like I don't know who else he beat, but
You want me to pull it up real quick?
yeah.
I'm gonna pull it out. Yo, we can't. I just typed in Tony Pollard. Fucking sorry ass. Something with the Tonys, eh? Alright, Tony Ferguson record.
How
Let's
the
look at
fuck
this
did we even
fucking-
get on Tony Ferguson?
Because we were talking. Yeah, that's my bad. I brought him up
Who? But what?
because we were talking about. I was talking about Peter Yan out the UFC.
Oh, okay.
All right, here
It's
we
like-
go. I'll start from the beginning of his UFC career. He beat Ramsey Nijem,
What's his key victories?
Aaron Riley. Okay, we got a fucking audible. Let me go to his fucking key victories.
Go like 20
Bro's
fights.
got to have at least 35 fights.
All right, key victories. This is when it really started the competition. Josh Thompson, Edson Barboza,
Okay, that's a good fight.
Lando Veneta, RDA,
That's
a good fight.
Kevin Lee, when Kevin Lee
It was
was
good.
pretty decent. Okay, so Kevin Lee, it looks like it's for the interim, I believe.
Is that Keith Lee's brother?
Yes.
Yes.
So, all right, Kevin Lee, Anthony Pettis, Donald Cerrone was his last win in 2019. So it's been 5 years since he won. He lost to Gaethje. That's the fight that took the soul out of him.
Yeah, that fucked
Fucking
him up.
sucked the soul right out of that man.
Cheers.
Lost to Gaethje, lost to Oliveira, lost to Beneil Dariush, lost to Michael Chandler, fucking flatlined his ass too.
That was really dumb.
Lost to Nate Diaz, lost to Bobby Green, lost to Patty
Damn, he
Pimblett.
lost to Nate Diaz?
How many?
Nate,
How many
his
was
his last 3 fights, lost to Diaz, lost to Green, lost to Pimblett. So that's
that? That's 9,
3,
right? Or
4,
7?
5, 6, 7 in a row. He's
Yeah.
lost. I think it's time to.
Hang around.
Well, he beat. You said he beat Pettis, right?
Yeah, he beat Pettis and
Damn.
Cerrone for his last 2 wins.
what was the date of his last win?
5 years ago. or some shit.
June 8th, 2019, against Cerrone.
Shoo-wee.
Dude,
He
5 years
KO'd him in the
ago.
second round.
dude, he's delusional.
Actually, I believe that's the fight where Tony Ferguson tried to like blow a snot rocket and his eye puffed up
Bruh.
because he broke his nose or something. All right, so
Well, remember when? You guys seen the Justin Gaethje versus Ferguson, right?
I can't remember.
Yeah, that was
Well,
bad.
like you could just hear Gaethje hitting fucking Ferguson. How loud those hits were.
BRB.
Those were fucking
Yeah.
bad, bro.
Like,
That was probably the most brutal fight I've ever seen. It was fucking
Let me look it up. I think it went into like the 3rd or 4th round, but it should have been over like after 2
Like,
rounds or
'cause-
something.
I think he called he called it standing up because like
Yeah. Ferguson was just too tough for his own good. So, it went all the way into the 5th round. 3.5 minutes into the 5th round.
Like when Gaethje
But it should have
was
been
letting
over
bombs,
after the
you
3rd.
could hear that shit probably into the fucking front row, bro.
Yeah, and they say Gaethje's the one of the heaviest hitters in the UFC.
Yeah. See, that's.
I think
that's gonna happen to Holloway
because that shit was fucking insane.
Yeah, rewatching that shit, that would be a good fight to rewatch.
Yeah, that whole fucking Holloway Gaethje shit is.
Is that 300?
Yeah,
that's gonna be a good fight.
All right, what's the next fight?
All right, next fight: Burns versus Jack Della
Maddalena.
I don't know.
He's Australian, mainly striker. I think it's a pretty big fucking jump in competition. I fucking love JDM, but I think Burns is just too much for him right now. I think they should have waited. Let me look at.
Burns is 37. He's getting up there.
JDM got into the UFC in 2022. He beat Danny Roberts, Ramazan Amiv, Pete Rodriguez, and his hold on. And then he beat Basil Hafez and then beat Kevin Holland. But I think that Kevin Holland fight was pretty fucking close.
Oof. Who? JDM?
Yeah, JDM won, but I think I thought it was a toss-up when I watched that fight. And if he had a toss-up against Kevin Holland...
Then Gilbert Burns is going to kick his ass.
Yeah. What's the odds on that?
JDM's minus 125.
I don't know. I feel like Gilbert Burns is a pretty decent bet. I love JDM, but
remember
it's just too
Gilbert
much
Burns
for him
versus Khamzat? That was a pretty close fight.
Yeah.
Because Khamzat is fucking trash.
Dude,
bro.
Usman on 9 days' notice was a close fight against Khamzat.
I think the hype with Khamzat outweighed his fucking skills. That's the only reason.
Who versus Gilbert Burns?
No, just Khamzat in general. Like, he got hyped up so much after he knocked out Gerald Mearshart, and then they were scheduling fights before he even got done with the fight, and it was just too hyped up.
Well, if he takes a title fight, he ain't gonna last 5 rounds.
Well, I heard on Brendan Schaub's UFC podcast that shout out that he's supposed to fight. The rumor is he's gonna fight Big Izzy next.
Yeah, I mean, if he can't even handle COVID, I mean, I doubt he could really handle a top-tier fighter.
I think they were trying to get him on UFC 300, but I think that's like Ramadan or some shit.
Well, you see, freaking Dana's like, oh, Leon, no one wants to fight Leon or some shit like that.
Yeah, they gave him 3 opponents for that card.
I call cap.
He said yes to all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I want to say they were all 3 in Ramadan.
Leon.
Well, yeah.
Bro.
Apparently, they offered him 3 fights, and not one of them was Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah,
Which
that's
he's a fucking snooze fest to watch, anyways.
But still, bro, how you gonna not offer Bilal? I know, that would be a gay ass fight for UFC 300 main event, but still, he still hasn't lost. You gotta offer him the fucking. Eventually, you gotta offer him the fucking main event.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ferguson and all them people who have these crazy win streaks. I think Bilal's at 7+. I don't know exactly the number. But
imagine how that dude feels. He's like, bro, what do I gotta fucking do? I know I'm a boring ass fighter.
I mean, everybody was on Sean Brady's dick, including me. No homo. But I mean, he handled fucking Sean Brady and then got him out of there, I think, in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
But Burns, JDM, I love JDM, but I think especially for the value, I think Gilbert Burns is probably the better bet.
I'm going to go JDM decision.
Ooh, that's good.
Damn, Gilbert Burns is 37.
Yeah. I think
JDM is 27.
Gilbert Burns is just dangerous.
Gilbert, he's just so good everywhere.
on the even versus Kamzat on the ground, Kamzat didn't even want to go on the ground with him because he was. So I think I gotta go Gilbert Burns.
Yeah, JDM. I'm pretty sure he's mainly a striker. So if it goes to the ground, I think Burns might fuck him up. But I want JDM to win, but I think I'm gonna bet on Burns. So either way, I win.
I think I just gotta go Burns with this one.
All right, what's the next?
We got Kevin Holland versus Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page's UFC debut.
I gotta go Michael Venom Page.
I can't stand Kevin Holland.
Same.
You can't stand Kevin Holland?
Yeah.
I like him, but it's just one of those people you like, but they're just rag dogs.
Yeah.
So.
Like I liked him when he was won 5 in a row, but I'm like, he won 5 fights in a row against nobodies, and then he fights someone good and he got his ass kicked.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Michael Venom Page TKO round 2.
Michael Venom Page is 36 though.
He was pretty good in the in Bellator. When he fought for the fucking belt in Bellator, I think he got robbed.
Yeah, and fucking rolling pokeballs at people and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope.
I mean, they're the same kind of fighter, I think. But
yeah, it's definitely gonna stay standing and gonna be striking.
We're just gonna see
Somebody's
who's
gonna
better.
get knocked out, hopefully.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, I hate. I don't hate, but I don't really like Kevin Holland, so I'll go MVP.
And Michael Page's accuracy is 84 to Kevin Holland's 61.
Michael Venom Page in MMA is still 12-0, but he's been fighting in Bellator.
Michael Page's takedown average is 3.4 to Kevin Holland's.
Michael Venom Page, it has the records on there, right?
Yeah, Michael.
He is 12-0, right?
21-2.
Michael Venom Page? Oh, well, Google's fucked. It says he's 12-0.
21-2. And
Bro, on that Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Takedown accuracy is 100%.
I probably butchered so much shit by now. Takedown accuracy is 100%?
Yeah.
On Page?
Yep.
That. I seen him on the brink. I just had to get him.
What's next?
Dustin versus
Benoit Saint Denis.
fuck Dustin's bitch ass.
Yeah,
Honestly.
ever since he fought Connor, I don't really care for him anymore. And Gaethje fucking laid his ass out with a fucking headshot. Dead.
But unfortunately, he's going to butcher this man to his grave.
Yeah.
Boxing is too clean. I'm going to get him out of there at the 3rd round TKO.
I think. How do you say this dude's name?
Benoit Saint Denis.
Benoit by
He's an
submission.
Iranian military guy. Sorry, what'd you say?
Benoit by submission.
Yeah, I think, if I'm gonna be honest,
But I'm praying for it. So
Benoit Saint Denis. This is lightweight. Who's lightweight champion? Can't think right now.
Is that
it's
God damn.
no, it's
Dricus?
Islam, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Islam. So
what is Dricus?
he's 185.
What is that, welter?
Middleweight.
Middleweight?
Welterweight is 170, which is Leon. So, yeah, I'm taking Benoit Saint Denis. I think he could. I think out of everybody in the division, he has the best shot to beat Islam. I think this dude is
Whoa.
built diffy.
Whoa. See, in fights, I just think when you got that dog, as much as I hate Poirier, he got that dog in him. So I think he goes in there and
fuck?
gets that job done.
Dude, you root for the fucking gayest people, bro. Like,
Everybody thought Poirier was gonna be Gaethje, and then fucking Gaethje hit him with that fucking sniper.
including me, I put like fucking $50 on him, and he got
I
his
sure
ass
had like
whooped.
$250 on Poirier. That's sweet.
Let me
Well,
look at
because he
these
never got
odds.
knocked out before.
It was
he got
one
his
of
ass
those you
whooped.
put money on Poirier, and then but you like Gaethje, so you win either way. But then when that happened, it just doesn't hit right.
Yeah,
You're
I
down
know.
$200. So
See, that's one of the times you just got to bet on the person that you like. But
yeah,
This
just go home, go
Yeah.
all in, or
yeah.
go
This
back
is-
to the forest.
This is actually a fucking fire fight because, like, Poirier, Gaethje, Oliveira have been, like, top 5 for, it feels like forever, and they never give them any, like, real up-and-comers, so I think Poirier is going to get fucking battered, and Benoit Saint Denis is going to get the next title shot.
You know what would be a fire fight? If Ilya gets a couple title defenses. If Ilya goes up and fights Islam.
Yeah, Islam would fucking...
We'll get through this next card, and we're gonna go back to that. Cause I got something to say.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's finish this.
All right, the odds on the Dustin Poirier versus BDSM or whatever is Saint Denis is minus 172, Poirier is a plus 134. So
Wait, what'd you say?
Saint Denis on FanDuel is minus 172 and Poirier is a plus 134.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing.
All right, the fucking main event,
The GOAT.
the fucking
GOAT
fucking
versus the little
Yeah.
bitch.
we got Sugar Sean 17-0, technically 17-1 depending on who you're asking, versus Marlon Chito Vera for
Who
the
you got?
fucking bantamweight strap.
For proclaimers, these two guys are the biggest Sean O'Malley dick riders in UFC history.
I only like good UFC fighters. So.
I don't know how it's
Sugar
even
Sean, if you see this, send me some merch, daddy.
I don't know how you could even have a disclaimer on that loss when it was a Marlon
He got
Chito
injured,
Vera
bro. He got fucking
by
injured.
a leg kick that Chito Vera.
A leg
It
gave
should have
him.
been stopped
a leg
before
kick.
for doctor stoppage.
Oh my god.
It was a leg kick.
Dude, he was on one leg and he still almost fucked his ass up.
It should have been a no contest. It shouldn't even.
But anyways, let's start off with
Regardless, though, it came
Let-
from a Chito
let-
Vera leg kick.
disregard that fight because that fight don't matter. He said after the fight, Marlon Vera is going to be a journeyman, and he was right. So let's start with
well,
you.
hold on. Marlon Vera's been a journeyman even before he fought Sugar
Exactly.
Sean. Nobody
it's a
knew
fact.
who he was. He was just a typical journeyman like Jorge Masvidal until he fought Sean O'Malley. And now the only reason Cheeto is fighting this is because he got a little bit of clout after that fake win.
So let's start with you. Who
Got me
you
fucking
got?
fired up, dude.
But should I read the stats off to you, or do you know who you're going to
I
pick?
don't need stats. I mean, it is one of those. I do believe Sean O'Malley will win, but I am rooting for Chito
Oh,
Vera.
here we go.
Look,
He's
he's
switching
switching
up.
up.
Not switching up.
Camera's on. He's switching up.
I mean, it is facts. I mean, it just depends what Cheeto does. If he goes out there like Sandhagen and doesn't do
so
anything,
he does the same thing every fight.
Yeah, I think fucking. I don't know.
if I had to put my money somewhere, obviously it's going to be more than likely O'Malley because Dana wants to get him this little pride win just to say, oh, I didn't
Hey,
lose
I'll
to
give
this
it to you.
guy,
I'll
even
give
though
it
he
to you.
bounced my head off the canvas. But
I'll give it to you. He might make it 3 rounds, but KO,
no.
3 minutes 25 seconds, round 3. Calling it now.
If he knocks out Marlon Chito Vera,
You want to put $10 on it?
I like that little tongue roll.
I will put $10
give
at
me
Sean
that
O'Malley
one more time.
KOs.
Stretch the
Marlon Chito
Damn.
$10.
Bruce Buffer Jr.
$10. O'Malley KOs Marlon Vera.
I will have more
Up
respect.
the ante.
I will have more respect for O'Malley if he can knock out Chito Vera because he has never been knocked out in his whole entire career.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
a
that's true, that's
for real.
true.
Never been knocked
Damn.
down, to
He-
be more
He
specific.
pulled that stat out of the bag. Okay.
Well, I mean, just because Marlon has
ain't
that
no
dog.
casual.
You don't know many people named Marlon that has that dog in him.
I don't know anyone named Marlon besides Marlon Vera.
My godfather's named Marlon.
For real?
It is. But, it's just hard
So
when
that's
you got
why he
that
likes Marlon Vera. He's rooting for his
O'Malley
godfather.
has
Is that your
something to prove.
godfather?
In my opinion, he is a god for sure. You know, maybe not
Is
my
that your godfather?
but he is a god. You know, put respect on his name, because he will be. Oh, he will be the bantamweight.
What is this dinging going
I
on
know.
over here? Fucking Christ.
Yo,
Is your girl sending you out a fucking bat
What's
signal?
the odds on it? He's
The
not
odd-
that much of a favorite than what I would have imagined.
minus 240 to plus 195.
See, that was a little closer odds than I thought. I thought he would have been in
Yeah.
the minus 300s.
Well, nah, I figured it would be close because he got the win before. So
All right, my completely unbiased take. Completely unbiased, for real. Sugar Daddy O'Malley got the power in the hands, but Vera's got a hell of a chin. If this thing goes 5 rounds and Marlon Vera doesn't just sit on his ass like usual, I think he has a decent shot. But Sugar Daddy O'Malley could finish him at any time. But have we ever seen O'Malley in a 5-rounder? I don't think we have.
No.
We've seen him in a 5-rounder, but not.
But also,
five.
no, we've only seen him go 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause Alex-
Sterling was his first 5-rounder, right?
yeah.
Yeah, only went 2.
That's the only thing that scares me for O'Malley, but yeah, Cheeto just doesn't fight until maybe
Yeah.
the third
But we've
round.
seen him face hard punchers before, so
Plus, O'Malley, he might just have that championship confidence. He's the champ. He's the fucking man. So his confidence might be on another level. But in the back of his head, he knows that he has that fucking one loss against Vera. So,
has Vera went 5 rounds before,
Oh
or
my
Yeah.
God, every fight.
yeah.
His
He-
gas
he-
tank is unlimited. That's
who
It's
did
just
he go
more-
5 rounds against?
Sandhagen. And I think Sandhagen outstruck him maybe 1,500 to 2.
I'm pretty sure
that's when he got his ass beat last
Yeah.
fight. Okay,
When
not
I
last
mean,
fight. He fought Pedro Munez last fight. Sandhagen was the one before. But I'm
Oh.
pretty sure he went with. Pretty sure he's went 5 rounds with whoever he fought before Sandhagen. He didn't go 5 rounds with Sean O'Malley because he finished that pretty early last fight.
dude, that was
so
like
3-round decision
4
win
years
versus
ago.
Munoz. 5-round decision loss versus Sandhagen.
If it goes past the 3rd round, O'Malley is definitely in trouble.
I think you're thinking of the Rob Font fight.
Maybe that's
He went the distance with Rob Font and beat him by decision, and
That's when he started late and started
Then-
piecing Rob Font up.
I'm
and
pretty
then
sure
that
he-
Dominic
Yeah,
Cruz
I was about to
fight.
say he retired Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, I mean he
That dude is
fucked that
washed.
dude's nose up.
Say
Well, he was
that
losing
front upkick.
that fight for the first round.
Yeah, he was. I think he was losing all 3 rounds in my opinion, and then he fucking
yeah.
knocked him out.
He was.
Well, that's because for the first 2 rounds he just sits there. To be honest,
He
if he does that, the only way I see Cheeto winning is if he knocks out Sean. To be honest,
I don't think he will knock him out. I think if he gets it to the ground,
and submits him.
he's such a weird fighter because, like y'all say, the first 2 rounds are always like he's feeling him out, but it's like, okay, if you do that, you either have to win the last 3 rounds or you have to finish him. That's my biggest hate on him. Because Sandhagen, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like he
But-
waited 5 rounds to feel him out, and
I
then
mean,
just
it's-
never fought.
Yeah, honestly, if I had a chin, I think I could have done what Cheeto did. Just stand there and get hit.
He may come out firing because it's a champ fight, though. So
It's an interesting fight for sure. Because I mean, O'Malley has the power to knock anybody out. You catch him on the chin right, he's definitely getting knocked out. But if it goes past the 3rd round, it'll get real interesting. Because one, you've never seen O'Malley past 3 rounds. Because you know the gas tank of Cheeto Vera is unlimited for
Yeah.
sure.
it's definitely going to be I feel like it's going to be a good fight unless he just sits there. If he just sits there and takes shots, it's going to be Corey Sandhagen all
Yeah,
over again.
if Sean O'Malley's going forward and Cheeto's backing up the whole time, I think O'Malley's just either gonna knock
just
him
piece
out
up,
or
'cause
just
he's also got the length on him too, so he can just distance. If he's just gonna sit there, it's gonna be
Cheeto has to put on the pace if he wants to win,
Yeah, I think,
for sure.
I think the biggest difference maker will be Cheeto leg kicks. Because he
Yeah.
is that upper
That's-
front kick, I think that'll be the biggest difference maker. If he can throw those in there, see, you just never know how he's going to come out. But I think the kicks will be his biggest.
That's it. He's just got to put on the pace if he wants to win.
And yeah, that's the thing with the whole Sugar Cheeto shit is Cheeto supposedly hit him in the direct spot with that leg kick and then basically disabled O'Malley. So you got to think Vera, I mean, he might fucking throw 100 leg kicks, honestly, if it goes full 5 rounds. And you know Sean, even though I like him, his legs are weak as shit. He's got ankle injuries and foot injuries and everything like that. But yeah, if it goes to all 5 rounds, it'll be a fucking close fight, I think.
Yeah. But I got Sean.
If it isn't Sean O'Malley knockout in the first 2 rounds, then it's just going to be a coin toss of what is going to happen.
I feel like the only way he wins is if he puts on the pace. And if he comes out slow, it's pretty much over.
But see, O'Malley's a good counter striker in my opinion. Like the Aljo, I'm not it was a counter, but he's going for a takedown. But Cheeto is also he waits on you to throw, so it'll be an interesting battle. Yeah. I know last fight O'Malley controlled the center a lot until Cheeto threw that leg kick, and then he sat on the.
And Aljo, I think he fought the wrong way. He fought Sean's fight. He should have just took him down.
I think Aljo was scared of that right hand. I literally think that's why he was so scared to go for the takedowns. And then he even said he hesitated. He said that was the one move he was scared against. And
I was just so confused. Like he was just striking with him. I thought he was gonna take him down.
Are you on O'Malley right there?
Yeah.
Does it? I think I already asked this, but does it have takedown defense on there?
No.
All right, let me look that up because I think one of the reasons could be because O'Malley has like really good takedown defense.
Well, and you gotta think he was probably working on that all camp too.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that O'Malley's working with for this fight or in his training camp is he's gotta either check those leg kicks or switch stances often or do something to just get rid of those.
That's one thing. Like they're both versatile fighters. Like they both switch a lot, and they're both they're both like their stances are both weird. It's just Sean throws a lot. Like honestly, he throws a lot of kicks. He throws a lot of punches. He knows how to control the distance.
Yeah.
And if Vera just sits there, he could take 50, 60 punches in one round. And that can drain a fighter. Mm-hmm. So if he takes 120 punches to 200 punches in the first 2 rounds, I don't think he's coming back from that. So
O'Malley's takedown defense is 62%. Not as good as I was thinking, but I still think he has pretty good.
I mean, that's still pretty good. I don't think that's good enough for Marab, but
but
if he works on it for, I think probably another 6 months, a year, you can probably up that a little bit. But
yeah, so I think O'Malley's gonna win it. If you had to put money on it, you say O'Malley, but you want Cheeto to win. Is that what you're saying?
Cheeto to win, but I think if I had to put my money down, it would just have to go.
But like we have seen crazier things. Like honestly, we have seen crazier things.
Yeah, like that Ilya versus Volkanovski. That shit,
dude,
was wild.
That's tough to watch right there.
Yeah, I mean, but I think he came back too quick though. Honestly.
Yeah. Especially after getting fucking head kicked by a wrestler.
But let's get into.
Hold on, before we do the Ilya Makachev, do we want to hit the O'Malley Marab or do that after?
Hold on,
I'm just talking about general double champ status of how.
I gotta take this first.
Pausing the action.
I'm gonna hit in and then start a new one.
Yeah, all right.
What are we at on that recording there? Damn, we did a nice little.
Yeah, the problem I was having was uploading this fucking long ass video.
Alright.
2, that was my biggest problem.
Dude, I think we might have some clips in that shit.
That was a pretty good one. Sure. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I got a piss.
I'm like cracked like 5 times.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it straight.
Yeah, I think the Bevs took the anxiety down a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I didn't drink too often.
I think you gotta get.
Well, you gotta have a few laughs in there too, though.
Oh shit!
I gotta.
Serious 20%.
And I was trying not to get up, but I had to blow my nose a couple times.
Yeah, let me go take a piss too while we're.
Must stop this. Hit the record button, right?
Yeah, fuck it.